Hey guys, Quackers Clocks here. Welcome to episode 3 of the predictions series for season 4. This is preseason week 3. So let's get on with this is technically week 2, but I count the Hall of Fame game as week 1. So this is week 3. So tonight we have the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. I mean, these games don't really matter, but I did horrible in my predictions last week. I only got 5 of 16, if I remember correctly. And now I'm 6 and 11 overall on my predictions. So I'm going to pick Philadelphia. It's in Philadelphia, so that gives them an advantage. So I'm going to pick Philadelphia here. Tomorrow, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. Wait, that's not right. The Panthers and the Jets are playing. Why is it Giants? Yeah, whatever. But I am going to go with... I'm going to go with the Giants over the Panthers here. I think it's against the Jets, if I remember correctly. It's one of the New York teams. But I am going to go with the Giants over the Panthers here. Hopefully that is a reality. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to go with the Bengals here. I think their backups look fine. Trevor Siemian looks fine. I wonder how Taylor Heineke's probably going to play this game because he's like the second string quarterback behind Desmond Ridder. It's Ridder, and then I think Taylor Heineke is behind him. So, but I'm going to go with the Bengals over the Falcons here. Just because, I think Atlanta's not really that good. Saturday, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. I'm going to go with the Jaguars here over the Lions. I think they have a really good team. Nathan Rourke looked really good. And their backup line is amazing. Nothing against the Lions. I think their rebuild is doing really well, but I think the Jaguars are going to win this game here. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. They beat the New England Patriots 20-9 last week, but I'm going to go with Miami over here. I have zero confidence in the Texans this season, but, I like C.J. Stroud. I mean, is he going to have a competent line so that he can, throw the ball accurately? Time will tell on that one, but I'm going to go with Miami here. I got to get through these quickly because I have a meeting to go to at 3:30. It's 3:09 right now. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going with Buffalo. Pittsburgh beat Tampa Bay, I guess. Brady-less Tampa Bay. I think I should have picked Pittsburgh, but that's whatever. But I'm going with Buffalo. I think their backups are fine. And the Steelers, they still need some work, but I think they can show themselves to be a really good football team. So that's a team to watch out for in the AFC there. But I am going with the Bills over the Steelers here. Oh, never mind. The Panthers are playing the Giants, not the Jets. The Panthers just played the Jets. Never mind. The Panthers lost to the Jets. They got shut out. Never mind. The Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Bears beat the Titans last week, and, I don't know. That game really doesn't matter, but the Titans just look off. But I am going with I'm going to go with the Bears over the Colts here. I really don't like either of these teams, but Anthony Richardson is going to get himself killed out there in week 1 against the Jags. So, anyways, I'm going with the Bears. I usually don't do that. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the New York Jets. Okay, here we go. I am going to go with the Jets here. I mean, Jets put a pretty wild game against Carolina last week and shut them out. So I think they can probably do the same to Tampa. Hopefully Tampa, hopefully Baker Mayfield looks okay. I think he's going to be the starter, but I think Kyle Trask is going to be his backup. So, and as for the Jets, I think they have I think they signed back Chris Streveler, if I remember correctly. I think they released him and then they re-signed him. So, I think they have a pretty competent QB room there, especially with Aaron Rodgers now. But I'm going to go with the New York Jets. The Tennessee Titans take on the Minnesota Vikings. I am going to go with the Vikings. The Titans just look iffy. And the Vikings, I think they could win this game, especially if it's at home. I mean, they're going to start their backups anyways. So, and as for the Titans, not really sure about Malik Willis just yet, especially with Ryan Tannehill's contract expiring this upcoming offseason. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Minnesota over the Titans here, just because I think. Anyways, my Chiefs are taking on the Cardinals. Of course, I'm going with Kansas City and the Cardinals are kind of in a state of rebuild, especially hiring Jonathan Gannon to be their new head coach. We have a new offensive coordinator, familiar face. His name is Matt Nagy. Bears fans know that name well. But I am going with my Chiefs over the Cardinals, especially because we beat them last time in the regular season. Speaking of another regular season game, this was played in 2021. The New England Patriots taking on the Green Bay Packers. I think the Packers looked really good, and the Patriots kind of looked off. I'm going to go with Green Bay. Patriots do need some work, especially in the QB room. Malik Cunningham is okay. Mac Jones, I think, needs some help. But, I don't even know who else is there. Brian Hoyer, I don't even know where Brian Hoyer is anymore. He always keeps coming back to New England for some reason. But I'm going to go with Green Bay over the Patriots. The Denver Broncos take on the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going with San Francisco over. I know they lost to the Rams. No, they lost to the Raiders last week. But I think they could beat Denver, of all teams, especially because it's Denver and they have a reputation for losing. So I'm going to go with San Francisco over Denver here. Up next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Rams. I am going to go with the Rams over here. These are pretty mid teams at this point, but I think the Rams are probably going to get this done. I think they beat the Chargers. The Chargers beat the Rams, but I don't think they could beat the Raiders, especially with the backups. I don't even know who their backup is. Is it Jake Haener? No, that's New Orleans. No, it is Jake Haener. Never mind, because, he went to Fresno State. Derek Carr went to Fresno State. Jake Haener's wearing number 4. Anyway, I am going with the Rams over the Raiders here because, I hate the Raiders. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I am going to go with the Seahawks over the Cowboys. I have no confidence in Dallas this season. I think they lost to Jacksonville last week, but I think the Seahawks can get this done. I think they have a really good QB room. I think they pulled off a pretty good win against Minnesota. I don't even remember who won that game, but it's one of the ones I got wrong. But I am going with Seattle here. The New Orleans Saints taking on the LA Chargers. I think I'm going to go with LA here. Over the Saints. The Chargers looked pretty convincing against the Raiders last week. Actually, no, not the Raiders. Who did they play? The LA Rams. Never mind. Chargers played the Rams. They looked pretty convincing against the Rams last week, and I think the Saints are gonna be decent, but I think the Chargers are probably gonna be a wild card team at best. So I'm gonna go with the LA Chargers over the Saints. And lastly, we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Washington Commanders. I am going to go with the Ravens over the Commanders. I think they have a pretty good line. I think they got fleeced by the Eagles last week. I think they put in Josh Johnson and backup offensive line, and Jalen Carter just went up there and just sacked him. But, that's the Eagles. Jalen Carter is their Javon Hargrave substitute. So, anyways, I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Commanders here. And, yeah, that is Week 3 predictions. We'll see you guys next week for Episode 4.